In today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 ways you can reduce meal planning stress. Let's jump into it. Hey there mama, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new around here, I'm Chloe and I'm the owner and creator behind Keshinomi Designs. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing 3 ways which I've reduced my meal planning stress. Now, I'm not going to lie, I used to lose it when it came to around 5 p.m. and I had my kids coming at me with, Mum, what's for supper? What are we going to eat? When are we eating? And I would like flip out because I hadn't planned how I was going to feed my family of 5. So it was always a massive stress out. And I knew I had to get something in place basically. So I have started using a planner. But when I was thinking about these top 3 tips, what became really apparent is it doesn't matter whether you're in a planner or not, you can still apply these 3 tips. And honestly, these were game changers. So let's dive into it. So the first way I've reduced my meal planning stress is by booking my groceries online. I really recommend you do this if you don't already, because not only does it save you time, like you're not having to drive to the grocery store, you're not having to load things in and out of a trolley and browse up and down aisles, which obviously takes a lot of time, but also in the long run it can save you money, which I know, yes, you're not at the supermarket, so you're not going to see certain bargains where things are close to their use by date. Maybe because it costs money to have it delivered, you're thinking, well, it's going to end up costing me more in the long run. But to be honest, by booking your groceries online, you're less likely to be swayed by all of the sort of marketing basically that they use on the aisles to get you to spend more than you were actually planning on spending, because you're buying random things that you don't really need. And also, what I was tending to do was it would get to about 5 o'clock and I'd rush to the supermarket and try and figure out something on the fly, which is obviously super stressful. But when you're hungry, you end up overbuying and you end up with a fridge full of stuff that you haven't eaten. So it will save you money in the long run booking your groceries online. Plus, you can begin to plan what you're doing when you start seeing what you've already got in your fridge, what have you got in your freezer, what have you got in your pantry that you can use to create meals, and what are you missing. It honestly, booking groceries online, massive game changer. Give it a go. Like I'm with Tesco's here in the UK, and all of my favourites, all of the things that I bought in the past are all saved in my account, so it makes shopping really easy. I just go through and add my favourites, and like I said, I check what I've got in my fridge, in my pantry and what have you, to see where I'm missing things. And I just book the slot at the beginning of the week and add things or remove things as we sort of shift and change what we need and what we don't need. And yeah, it's just a massive game changer. So I highly recommend booking your grocery shop online and having it delivered. Now, the second way of reducing meal planning stress is by creating a library, shall we say, of family favourites. Now, I know this kind of sounds like boring planner achiever super mum thing, but honestly just try it. It will save you so much stress because it becomes your go-to resource for inspiration when you are too tired to think straight. It is going to save you time. And in my planner, I've actually got an insert especially for family favourites, where it just allows me to list out some of my essentials for the pantry and for the fridge freezer, which I'm slowly building up this list as I think of more things. And then I have these inserts for the actual dishes. So it's a place to put a star rating, whether it's a 5-star meal, everyone in the family liked it, or whether it's like a 3-star and someone's like, oh, I don't like this or that or whatever. It gives you a place to record all of that information, so you're not having to store it all up here, which, to be quite honest, adds to the overwhelm. And that's what we're trying to reduce, the overwhelm and the stress, right? So In here, I just list out the ingredients for the dish name, some notes about it and the method if I need to, and it just becomes this place where I can go to and quickly be, what shall I meal plan this week? So yeah, definitely, it doesn't have to be a planner insert, could be a notebook, but definitely start recording your family favourites. It will save you a lot of time and a lot of stress in the long run. And the third and final way of reducing meal planning stress is to pre-plan double portions. Sounds really weird, but I'll explain what I mean by that. Now, what I tend to do, because I have started developing a planner habit of using a planner, I've started planning out my meals for the week. So I will pre-book my grocery shop, and whilst I'm there, I start to think about the meals that I want to prepare. I have my list of family favourites that I can refer to for inspiration, and in those family favourites, I list out meals where I can cook a double batch of that meal. So, for example, chili con carne or cauliflower cheese. Those are two meals where I will make double the amount so that we have leftovers. And this is where the pre-planning double portions comes in. What that means is in the week I will just look, where do I want to reduce the amount of brain power and energy that I need to put out by already having a meal kind of semi-prepared. For example, with the chili con carne one, we'll have it with rice and salad and guacamole and sour cream on the first day, but on the second day it would be with jacket potatoes, and we'll reuse the leftover salad and sour cream, so nothing is going to waste. So like I said, you are going to save money in the long run. Now, yeah, I am using a planner, but again, it could just be marking it out on your wall calendar or jotting it in your phone, however you keep track of everything. Really put it in there and just start pre-planning double portions so you don't have to do as much thinking. It's great. So I know I've spoken a lot about using a planner. It's something that's really changed everything for me these past couple of months. I've gotten into using a planner. I've treated myself to a new planner, which is this gorgeous Filofax A5 organizer. This is my new planner for 2022. Before, I was just in a binder. It was a clip book by Filofax, an A5 size binder, but it was essentially just a folder. See, do I have it to hand? Here it is. Have it to hand. Have a bag with my planner stuff. So I was just in one of these, which is essentially just a folder, a 6-ring folder. You could use anything. And I've got an amazing freebie for you guys. It's a bundle of printable planner inserts, completely free, based on what I use in my planners. And these inserts, you can totally use these to help you start getting your planner game on, start planning out your meals. You've got a week on one page, a month on one page, a year on one page, and a list insert as well. So you could totally use the list insert to create your library of family favourites, and then you can use the weekly insert to start planning out the weekly meals, and the monthly insert to start planning out when you're going to do your grocery shops and when you need to start thinking about or what you need to stock the fridge and the pantry with. So you can totally get this planner game down and completely reduce mealtime planning stress. So I hope you found these tips helpful. Give this video a thumbs up because that totally helps me know whether I'm creating useful content, which I hope it is useful because it's been a real game changer for me. It seems kind of silly to not share these tips. Like, part of me is like, oh, loads of people must already know this, it's such a dumb thing to share. But then there's another part of me that's like, yeah, but a few months ago I was that stress mama who didn't know what to cook and was losing it every 5 o'clock because she didn't have a mealtime plan. And if someone had just sat me down and said, look, I know planning is kind of boring, but do this, and do this, and the stress will be gone, then yeah, I would have kissed the ground. They walked up, well, maybe not kissed the ground, but you know what I mean. I would have been so thankful. So give this video a thumbs up. Perhaps consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed, because I'm going to be posting more just amazing game changers that I've had through using the planner. Until